there's a lot of black men out there that support Trump. Not a lot of black women, but there's more black men, and it's not really so much about just Trump. It's always been a thing. Like I could remember, it's a tale as old as time, where you have these controversial figures that blacks, like maybe 20 or 30% tend to support. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about why that is. I used to be one of them. I'm speaking from experience. In 2016, I actually did support Trump. In 2016, I learned very quickly that I was wrong, and I grew out of it. I didn't actually vote for him, but I didn't vote for Hillary either. I was just like on the fence, and I just couldn't do it. And I was optimistic, and I want to tell you that it's not the reasons why you guys think. We always tend to put it on self-shame or self-hate, and self-shame is a big part of it, trust me. But it's more so about wanting to be. It's more about wanting to express yourself to like people that don't want, like, you want to stand out. There's this idea that you want to stand out. I was this way for growing up. Like when I was a swimmer, for example, I wanted people to see me swim. I wanted people to see me do things that the typical black person doesn't do. Play baseball, which obviously a lot of blacks play baseball now, but you know what I mean. Just certain things to stand out, and there's like that need. There's that need inside you before you like grow up and mature out of it. But I've had that for a long time, and so in 2017, and let me be very clear. So in the black community, right, among males, the reason why there's a divide, like you saw, like in the past election, you saw like I think it was like 10% of black women supported Trump and 30% males. Why is there that big divide? Because in the black community, there's strength. There's or this perception of strength, right? There's this macho-ness, like, hey, offend me, try to offend me. You can't touch me. A guy can call me an N, and bam, it bounces right off of me. Like I'm not bothered. I'm not offended. I'm different. I'm thinking outside the box. That's the whole mindset. That's everything that's behind it. Obviously, they're completely wrong. I've talked to so many black Trump supporters. None of them know what they're talking about. None of them. Like I used to be that way, and I'm not anymore. I'm proud to be black. I accept my blackness, and there's a lot of people that aren't that way, but they try to give the perception that they are. But they also want to reach on the other end. Let me get approval from this group, because that's a human need. There's a human need to seek approval, a human need to it's a psychological thing to be a part of something. That's a huge thing, right? And so that's that's a big part of it. But anyway, like a lot of it comes from that macho-ness. Like I want to prove, and it's not about not being offended. It's about common sense, and that's pretty much what I had to realize is. So that basically explains the black side of it. I mean, they just want to look smarter. They just want to stand out. But and it's a desperation thing. I'm telling you, like, you really have to want to stand out. But white people, it's a little different story. Obviously, it's a very different story. Like with white people, they typically grow up in conservative households. They don't want to let Bubba down, their dad or their uncle, or especially the racist people in their family are like super, Trump supportive and and all that stuff. I get it. It's a little different. They grew up in that, so it's only natural that they're going to support Trump. And it makes perfect sense. If you're a white woman, typically you have a white man that's, he's a Trump supporter, he's conservative, so you're gonna stick by your man. I kind of get that. Obviously it's participated in destroying like America, as we know it. We're turning into a totalitarian civilization, unfortunately, because of that. But just that little bit of ignorance is really starting to destroy this country. So it's really unfortunate. And you have to remember that there's really only two teams in America. There's rich. It's not right versus left. It's actually up versus down. It's literally the rich people. They control Fox News. They control the media. Elon Musk bought X. CNN is being bought. There's a reason why they're trying to control. They're trying to suppress people on TikTok. There's a reason for that. They're trying to control the information flow. That's a huge deal. And when you see rich people that you like also supporting Trump, it makes you think, well, shoot, I'm on his side. No, you're not. That person's rich. They're getting tax benefits. You're getting nothing. You're literally just, simping for billionaires for no reason. That's essentially what it is. Like it's really sad. That's just where we are in this culture. We've gotten into this culture where we don't understand that there's two teams. The right will come to you and they'll be like, hey, what do you guys think about open borders? And we're like, no, I hate that. That's terrible. Okay, well, we're going to, you need to vote for us then, because we're going to close the borders. When you look at it, Barack Obama led in deportations. He's #1 all time in deportations. So really, the border was secure under Barack Obama, but you claim that you're going to go all the way to Trump so he can secure the borders. Trump hasn't even had as many like he's not even doing as well as Biden, really. I mean, like Biden had like the thing during COVID and it was like an asylum thing, but bottom line is Trump's doing a terrible job with immigration. It's been terrible. It's horrible actually. And then Barack Obama did this without killing people, without like essentially like with all the chaos. I mean, people protested Barack Obama as well, but he lightened up a little bit, but he did it more efficiently without concentration camps. This Trump thing is really bad. The problem is there's still people on the right that just don't get it. They're so stuck to their party. They think they're so against the woke left media. Oh my gosh, they're terrible. We have to be, and it's killing us. It's killing the country. There's a lot of people that they're so easily fooled. Trump will come up with this voter ID thing, and a lot of people just think, oh my gosh, what do you have against illegals? Like you gotta like what do you have against not letting illegals vote? Illegals don't vote in this country. Like it's been disproven that illegals do not vote. It's not a thing here. There may have been like 5 or 6 instances, but 5 or 6 people aren't going to influence the election. Like it's been disproven already. Illegal people do not vote. Like I don't understand. And all they do is they come up to you like, how do you feel about illegal people voting? Oh yeah, it's terrible. Okay, so vote for voter ID, which is actually disenfranchised. Like it's actually hurting people that can vote. Like you're now going to require people to have a passport. Like it's just, oh man, I can't even get into it. I mean, there's so many instances where, like for example, men and women's sports. Okay, how do you feel about men and women's sports? How many men are really competing in women's sports? There's not an issue at all with trans people competing in women's sports, but they're gonna use that to like get your vote, because think about it this way: rich people, they only care about money and making more money. It's like a big thing, right? Like they only care about that. So because of that, they can't just get a vote. They can't just win the election just off their rich friends. It doesn't work like that. Like you can't just win an election just off of your rich friends. It would never work. So they have to draw you in somehow, and it's usually some BS. Like it's Anyway, that I just wanted to give you. I can go off on a tangent. I don't want to get too far off topic. I'll save some of the other stuff for another video, but. This is a new channel. Definitely check it out. Obviously, there's only like one video on here now, but I'm going to continue to post here. But anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.